I have a problem where my drip lines and sprayers get clogged and my plants dry out and die. We use pressurized secondary irrigation water that is from a nearby dirty lake. The water is murky and filled with debris, and it plugs up the holes on traditional drip sprayers. We have filters on our neighborhood weir. However, this only blocks the larger debris, and the filter on our main pressurized line allows smaller debris to get in and clog up the drippers. Water with high mineral content can also clog drip sprayers over time. I realized that the problem with traditional drippers is that their spray holes are too small and are easily clogged with debris. To solve this problem, I decided to design my own 3D printed drip sprayers. My solution was to create a small sprayer with a single large hole and allow the resulting jet to hit an upper surface which would fan out the water in all directions. I've been trying out different designs over the last 3 years. This is my first design. I copied the barb design of traditional drippers, which turned out to be a mistake. The inner orifice is too small and would still get clogged. And for a 3D printed part, the barb was too brittle and would easily break when inserting it into a drip tube. On my second design, I eliminated this problem by connecting it to the outside of the 1/4-inch tubing. The difference between piping and tubing is that piping has a consistent inner diameter and tubing has a consistent outer diameter. Since the outer diameter is guaranteed to be the same, these drippers will work for all 1/4-inch tubing. The sprayer press fits over the tubing, and since drip systems are lower pressure, I've never had a problem with them blowing off. An added benefit is that the central orifice diameter is maximized, making it hard to clog. This design worked great, but after using it for a season, I realized that I could optimize it further by using less plastic. This ended up being my final design. I've also designed and 3D printed hose stakes to keep the sprayers upright. Depending on the pressure, the sprayer can also be used as a dripper. In my vegetable garden, the lines have low pressure, and so these act as drippers rather than sprayers. In high pressure lines, I've created a flow adjuster that pinches the hose to lower the pressure and turn the sprayers into drippers. I've tried out various materials. PLA has too low of a melting point, and so many of my drip stakes have melted in the sun. ABS becomes brittle in the sun from UV exposure and is difficult to print. I've settled on using PETG, which has a high melting point and decent UV resistance. If you'd like to try out this uncloggable drip sprayer, I've included links in the notes below to 3D printable files. And if you don't have a 3D printer, contact me and I'll send you some if you pay for shipping. Be sure to check out Vegetronix.com for cool gardening gadgets and ideas. Thanks for watching.